Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Make Them Suffer. It is titled Worlds Apart. This is the band's third studio record and the follow-up to 2015's Old Souls. Now, metalcore has been in such a dark place for such a long time now. There's only been a handful of records in the past few years that I've actually enjoyed. And so this is a genre that definitely needed some experimentation and needed something new and a band to come in to add a bit of fresh air into it, and I'm really glad to say that this band have done it. They've started to add that experimentation to such a dead genre. This record really surprised me. These guys are from Australia, where I am from, and I've never really heard a lot of them. I know they were a deathcore band before this record. Maybe they still call themselves a deathcore band, but this is definitely a metalcore record with some really great experimentation going on. So let's get into it. Now let's first talk about the sound of this record, and this sees Make Them Suffer take a step away from their deathcore roots and move more into the metalcore sound while adding some experimental elements that not a lot of metalcore bands out there do. They use atmospherics in a really cool way, in a way that adds intrigue for a lot of the songs, which is something that a lot of metalcore bands miss. You can find something new within this record on every single listen. The first movement opens up this record and really lays out everything that you should expect from this record. I love the minimalistic approach to the main riff of this track. If it didn't have all the atmospherics and everything else going on around it, maybe it wouldn't work, but within this track, it works really well. The verses have a really great groove to them. They're really powerful, and the scream performance is really great. This track also introduces for the first time those atmospheric vocals, which sound absolutely massive. The chorus is huge, and this song is going to be absolutely massive live. I'm going to have to go and check these dudes out. That then leads into Uncharted, my favorite track on this record, and this track really picks up where the first movement left off. The piano intro sounds absolutely beautiful and leads really well into the opening riff, which is not only technically impressive, but sounds massive. The chorus is once again huge, and the atmospheric vocals sound great. I really love the change of pace halfway through this track, where everything just goes a bit more half step before leading back into that piano part. Now let's get into the instrumental of this record, and I really enjoy the guitar playing on this record. Of course, there are moments where they go into those metalcore cliches, but you know what? Sometimes cliches are cliches for a reason, and it works really well here. Something that this band does that a lot of other bands don't do is they put a lot of effort into making their riffs really interesting. You can really hear that on Grinding Teeth and Power Overwhelming. The lead guitars on tracks like Fireworks and Dead Plains also add a lot of interest to sections that, if they weren't there, might come across as boring. They really add some great variety. The drumming is also really solid on this record. This guy really knows how to lay down a backbone for a record while adding flourishes whenever they are needed, and that's something you can really hear on a track like Vortex. For me, the atmospherics are what are the real highlight. Firstly, the atmospheric vocals are probably my favorite part of this record. They make every single section they're in sound absolutely huge. You can really hear that on tracks like Grinding Teeth and Save Yourself. I just wish they were used more. Throughout the entire record, there are atmospheric synths and guitars that fill in the space behind the instrumental, and it adds so many great sonics to the record. You can really hear it on tracks like Grinding Teeth and Uncharted. They just add another level to this record that a lot of other bands miss, and I'm really glad that Make Them Suffer have experimented with this sound. Without those elements, maybe this record could have ended up being pretty boring. Screaming vocalist Sean really puts in a terrific performance on this record. As I said, there are moments where I wish the clean vocals would come back in, like on the track Fireworks. But honestly, his performance is just so full of passion, and he sounds on top of his game. Power Overwhelming and Dead Plains are definitely the highlights for him as well. Save Yourself closes out this record perfectly. I love the chorus to this track, especially the melody. The verse riff is absolutely great, and this track really combines all the elements that we've heard throughout the entire record and brings them all together to culminate in what is a great finale. One last thing that I really love about this record is its length. It really knows how long it needs to be. It's 10 tracks, it's in and it's out. It doesn't drag at all, and I'm really glad that a band in this style of music have finally realized what the perfect length for a record like this is. Overall, I was really impressed with this record, and the thing that excites me the most about it is that this is this band's first venture into this sound, and they're only going to get better at it from here. I really can't wait to see what they do from here. I can't wait to see these tracks live, and I'll definitely be going and seeing them on tour as soon as they do that. My top 3 tracks are going to be Uncharted, Save Yourself, and the first movement, and I'm going to give this record a 3.5 out of 5. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let me know down below. We're here to have a conversation about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know I'm going to read your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my video today, guys. Please hit subscribe down below, and I will see you next time. Fresh Currents.